Rule 4, the game and some related matters. Fitness of grounds. The umpires are the sole judges of the fitness of the grounds when you arrive on the field. Before that, tournament directors make a choice as to whether the fields are ready to play. An umpire and/or a tournament director shall suspend play if the weather or other conditions make play unsafe. Time limits. 7 innings or the amount of time specified, whichever comes first. Normally, it's going to be the time limit as opposed to the 7 innings. See your UIC when you arrive to check on time limits of games. Things could have changed. No new inning will begin once the time limit has expired. Any inning which has been started prior to the time limit expiring will be completed. The time begins when the pregame conference ends and the home team is allowed to take the field. A new inning begins as soon as the third out is recorded in the previous inning. The norm for us is pool play 75 minutes, bracket play 80 minutes, and the championship play is 90 minutes. But once again, things could change. Make sure that your UIC gives you the proper information. We have a run rule. 12 run difference after 3 complete innings, or 2.5 if the home team is ahead. A 10 run difference after 4 completed innings, or 3.5 if the home team is ahead. Or 8 run difference after 5 completed innings, or 4.5 if the home team is ahead. In other words, 12, 10, and 8 after 3, 4, and 5. We do have a tiebreaker in elimination games. It is effective after 7 innings or time limit's been reached and score is tied. It's often referred to as the ITB, International Tiebreaker. The player or legal substitute who had the last completed at bat assumes a position on second base. A courtesy runner may be used for the pitcher or the catcher. This is continued every half inning until there is a winner. If the wrong player is placed on second base, the correct runner should be inserted immediately, even if a pitch has been thrown or the runner is advanced to a base. All play made while the incorrect runner was on base stands. It is the responsibility of the umpire and the scorekeeper to notify the teams involved as if to which player starts the half inning at second base. In other words, we are in charge. We are in control. We take the hit if we make a mistake. Even if it was something we were told incorrectly by one of the teams, we have to be able to take charge and be in control of what the right answer is. So, knowing that we are indeed in charge, for every half inning in a tiebreaker situation, take out your lineup card. No matter what, take out your lineup card. Go to the team that's coming up to bat. Ask them, who do you have leading off? Then ask, who is the batter directly before her? She is the runner who will start at second base. Then repeat the procedure with the opposite bench to make sure that you're correct. If both books agree, that runner will start at second after the defense warms up. If both books don't agree, bring the scorekeepers together, monitor, and decide the correct answer. This is what we do. This is our practice. This is what has to happen every single half inning in a tiebreaker situation. A regulation game ends when a team behind in score has completed its turn at bat in the 7th inning, or any extra inning, or when time has expired. Weather conditions could dictate the end of a game. Umpires stop the game, a delay, then a possible suspension of the game, or it could be dictated by the UIC or the tournament director. We can have forfeited games. It's by direction of the tournament director. A team that is late in appearing or refuses to play after the game has started, or refuses to obey the umpire's order to remove a player for violation of the rules, or persists in tactics designed to delay or shorten the game, willfully violates the rules of the game after being warned by an umpire, or if they cannot provide the required number of eligible players to start or continue a game. Conferences. Let's start with defensive. Each team has 3 during a 7th inning game and 1 extra per extra inning, and that is non-cumulative. In other words, if they have not used any of theirs and now we reach an extra inning game, they do not have 4, 3 plus 1, they only have the 1 per inning. A coach, a player, or a substitute may make a request for time for a defensive conference. The penalty is the removal of the pitcher for the remainder of the game. When defensive players request time to talk to other defensive players, a good example is catcher talking to the pitcher. It doesn't have to be that, but that would be the one we see a lot. Base runners may not abandon the vicinity of their base. Base runners may leave only on a charged conference. So, if the catcher asks for time and is given it to talk to the pitcher, the runners may not leave their bases or the vicinity of their bases. First base runner may talk to the first base coach. Third base runner can talk to the third base coach, but whoever's staying on second cannot go to either one. Conferences, this time offensive, 1 per inning. That is effective when the live ball is declared at the start of the inning. And penalty, no real penalty, we simply deny. If they want to have a conference and they have already used theirs, we simply say no. And then we can award a penalty strike if the batter doesn't step into the box, if that would be the scenario. No conference is charged if there is an incapacitated player, if a pitcher is removed as a pitcher, if the defensive team requests conference, as long as the offensive team is ready to play when the defensive completes their conference. A run scores when a runner scores 1 run each time the runner legally touches first, second, and third base and home, or a runner starting at second in a tiebreaker inning touches third and home. A run does not score when the third out is a force out, when the third out is a batted ball in flight that is caught or prevented from being caught by interference. If a base running infraction were the third out, runs scored by the following runners would not count. When a runner crosses home plate after a preceding runner is declared the third out for a base running infraction. With 2 outs, if the base missed were the first to which the batter or runner was forced to advance, no runs would score.